Network is live with boys soccer. Our Cougars sit atop of District 26 6A and want to pave their way into the postseason with a victory against Comal ISD rival, the Smithson Valley Rangers. The Rangers and Cougars square off in their second meeting this season. The first game going to Canyon 3-1. From Cougar Stadium in New Braunfels, Texas, get ready as boys high school soccer is live now, only on the Cougars Network.
On the campus of Canyon High School, it's boys 26 6A soccer as the Canyon Cougars look for a season series sweep over longtime rival Smithson Valley. On the Cougars Network, welcome to Cougar Stadium. I'm Brian Freeman. The Canyon Cougars are the district's lone unbeaten team and haven't lost in more than a month, while the Smithson Valley Rangers are currently clinging to the fourth and final playoff spot with 6 games to go in the regular season. Coming up, we'll take a complete look at the 26 6A standings, but up next, we'll visit with longtime Cougars head coach Rob Rush. This is Canyon High School Soccer on the Cougars Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, Frost Bank, Nissan of New Braunfels, Wick Productions, Ashley, Zaxby's, and Texas Tractor Country. With university admission competition at its peak and demand in the workplace for the best and brightest young talent, the time is now to give our students the edge at Comal ISD. And that edge is Memorial Early College High School. No matter where you reside in Comal ISD, MEX will help accelerate your learning and prepare you for a lifetime of success. You have a choice to make your high school experience fit you and your way of learning. Through a unique relationship with St. Philip's College, you can earn an associate's degree of arts. That's 2 years of college for free while you are still in high school. MEX offers a combination of regular and dual credit courses taught right here by instructors that have master's degrees. Learn in a hands-on collaborative way at MEX. Research, explore, problem solve, and build long-lasting relationships with driven, focused, and great students like yourself. Our campus is unique with many opportunities to get involved in school spirit. Our many clubs, academic UIL, sports, community, and leadership opportunities will have you screaming with eagle pride and soaring to new heights of excellence. Explore your options with Comal ISD. Explore Memorial Early College High School today.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium tonight. Canyon hosting Smithson Valley at a 26 6A match. We're now joined by 22nd-year head coach Rob Rush of the Canyon Cougars. And, Coach, you enter this game on a 10-match unbeaten streak. You're the only team that has not lost a match so far in district play at 5-0-3. How impressed have you been with your team's play so far through district?
Real happy, especially defensively. We did give up 3 the other night at New Braunfels, but we obviously were able to come back and tie that back up and remain unbeaten. Our goalkeeping play has been good. We've had some strong play by a few of our midfielders and forwards. So, it's been a good team effort. It hasn't been one standout player or anything like that. You
mentioned the play in goal. Gio Lopez starting for you again here this evening. The sophomores played pretty well for you as of late. What's made him so impressive so far this year?
He's real athletic. He is not afraid to get down and take contact, and he's just he's one of those fearless kids who just that's his natural position. Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at the way that you score this season, coming into the year, everybody knew about Jake Martinez, led you a year ago in goals scored and an assist. But then you look at a player like Tristan Guerin is coming on really strong as of late, 9 goals this season, 5 coming in the past 3 matches alone. What has he added to your team in terms of a scoring punch?
Well, Tristan's got, I think, 9 goals, and Nathan Heyman has 8, I think, and they're both 6'3", and so there are targets, especially on set pieces, long throw-ins, corners, free kicks, and they've been on the end of several of those. So that's, I mean, if you have the height, which we haven't had a lot in the past, you try to use it.
You're very familiar, obviously, with Smithson Valley, having faced the Rangers over the years so many times. The last 2 years, it's been a season series split, but you're going for a sweep tonight. You beat the Rangers early this season 3-1. What do you recall about that match back on January 29th, and what do you want to see out of your team as you take on the Rangers here tonight?
They're solid, and they're gonna, and it's a rivalry game, so they're gonna come out and they're gonna play. Your records don't matter. They have a right defensive back, number 14, who's an excellent player, and so we've told the guys they've really got to know where he is on the field at all times, because he'll make runs all the way up the field, and so we'll key in on him, and we will, hopefully we can play good defense again.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that again, Canyon head coach Rob Rush joining us after the break. We'll take a look at tonight's starters for the Cougars and then the kickoff here from Cougar Stadium. Back with more coverage on the Cougars Network in just a moment.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
And welcome back inside Cougar Stadium, getting ready for Canyon against Smithson Valley. And again, the Cougars trying to stay undefeated in 26-6A play. And with that, we'll take a look at the district standings. And right now, the Cougars are alone, or rather, they are at the top of the standings, but they are technically tied. You see Clemens 2 spots below the Cougars, but the Buffaloes and the Cougars both have 18 points, so they are tied for first place. But New Braunfels, again, their record very good in 26-6A play as well. They're only 1 point back with 17 this year, and alone in third place, while Smithson Valley, the visitors tonight, tied with San Marcos with 12 points. That's good for fourth in the 26-6A standings. Steele right now is alone in 6th, followed by Judson in 7th, and East Central is in last as the only winless team at 0-7-1 in district play. And now we'll look at some of the numbers between these two teams this season. The Rangers and the Cougars, and Canyon has been very offensive so far this year. 39 goals scored in the first 16 matches of the year, averaging about 2.5 goals per game. The Cougars have put up 8 multi-goal games this year. The record in those games, 7-0-2. Meanwhile, the Rangers have had a tough go of it offensively this year. Just 30 goals scored in their first 18 matches of the season. This for a team which averaged nearly 3 goals a match a year ago. But the Rangers are they've had to replace their top 3 goal scorers from a year ago. The combination of Lewis Green, Nathaniel Diaz, and Noel Perez combined for 56 of the Rangers' 71 goals last year, but all seniors. And Smithson Valley has since moved on to a new crop of players. Again, it is Smithson Valley, it is Canyon in a 26-6A match. Kickoff is coming your way next right here on the Cougars Network.
Big brother, here we go.
I'd like to see us do something 10 times as big as we did last year. We only have one shot.
Yes! What in the world is that?
This is a previously unknown ancient structure on Oak Island.
This year is go big or go home.
The Curse of Oak Island, all new Tuesdays at 9 on History.
Watch History Channel, GVTC, Channel 557.
And welcome back to Cougar Stadium for this 26-6A match between Canyon and the Smithson Valley. Now we'll look at tonight's starters for 22nd-year head coach Rob Rush, we just visited with earlier in the pregame show. By the way, Coach Rush just 4 wins shy of the 300-win milestone in his established career. And the players stood out, certainly Jake Martinez, we brought up his name earlier with Coach Rush. He has scored or assisted on a goal in all but one district match so far this year. Also, you see there in goal tonight for the Cougars, the sophomore Gio Lopez, who started the last 2 matches for Canyon, playing 220 out of the last 240 available minutes, and did post Canyon's only shutout in district play in a win over San Marcos earlier this year. And Tristan Guerin, another player that we spoke with Coach Rush about, having a phenomenal senior season, 9 goals, second most in the team behind only Martinez, and has scored in 3 straight matches. One lineup change tonight for the Cougars. Caleb McDearman is not starting tonight for Canyon, a late scratch, an all-region defender a year ago. In his place is Nathan Heyman, the Cougars' 3rd leading scorer this season. As right now the Rangers are introduced to the crowd here at Cougar Stadium, Canyon's roster will come up next, and after the timeout we'll have the kickoff for tonight's game between the Rangers and the Cougars right here on the Cougars Network.
Big brother, here we go.
I'd like to see us do something 10 times as big as we did last year. We only have one shot.
Yes! What in the world is that?
This is a previously unknown ancient structure on Oak Island.
This year is go big or go home.
The Curse of Oak Island, all new Tuesdays at 9 on History.
Watch History Channel, GVTC, Channel 557. Do you know what's perfect? Wick Productions teaming up with the Canyon Cougars. No kidding. We take pause when we hear you cheer for replays on the scoreboard. And we love the feline we get when you visit CougarsNetwork.com. Don't forget to subscribe, right? Meow. Isn't that right? What? Cat got your tongue? Mew it.
Those are nice. Hey, can I borrow those?
Okay.
Yeah? I'll see you later.
Warning, what you are about to see is disturbing.
I want to spit this out right now.
That's why they called in the experts.
What do you focus on first?
Look at this, holding it with a spatula.
Oh, they say burn, I say smoky flavor.
We taste the food, so you don't have to.
All new, Worst Cooks in America, Sunday night at 9, only on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, Channel 563.
The Big Ten. You play hard and win hard. Every hook and slam explodes. And the thunder and rumble is pure percussion. The Big Ten on Fox, FS1, and the Fox Sports app.
Watch FS1, GVTC, Channel 515.
And welcome back inside Cougar Stadium here on the Cougars Network. About ready for the start of the second match of the year between the rival Smithson Valley Rangers and the Canyon Cougars. Great scene outside here from Cougar Stadium. About 64 degrees outside. Not too cool. Certainly not stuffy here today as we get ready for a district match. The Rangers coming in trying to snap a 2-game slide. Smithson Valley coming off the heels of back-to-back 4-0 losses to New Braunfels and most recently to Clemens this past Friday. The Rangers suffered a 3-match losing streak earlier this season, which included an 0-2 start to district play, one of those 2 losses coming to the Cougars back home at Ranger Stadium. Brought this up earlier. This is a Smithson Valley team that has struggled to replace the production lost from Luis Green, Nathaniel Diaz, and Noel Perez, who combined for 56 of the team's 71 goals a year ago. You look at the top scores for the Rangers, the top returning goal scorers from last year. They're Carlos Castro and Troy Crowley, and the 2 of them only scored twice a season ago. Again, Smithson Valley looking for an offensive punch here this season, and more importantly tonight, and trying to avoid getting swept in the season series by Canyon. You look at the Cougars, meanwhile, this is a veteran soccer team. 9 seniors to include Jake Martinez, and the number 10 right there for Canyon, who led the Cougars in goals and assists a year ago, doing so again this season. Also playing well for Canyon this year is Tristan Guerin. Spoke with Coach Rob Rush about that earlier in the telecast, and Guerin has scored 9 goals of his own this season, and he has scored in 3 straight matches heading into tonight's game. And Canyon coming off a 3-3 affair against rival New Braunfels on Friday, and they remain as the only unbeaten team in 26-6A play. Canyon hasn't lost a match of any kind since January the 11th against Round Rock Cedar Ridge. This is a 10-match unbeaten streak for the host Cougars. They won this match a year ago at home over Smithson Valley in a wild 4-3 win. A game the Cougars won, getting the game winner in the final minute. And we're underway here from Cougar Stadium at home this year. Canyon undefeated, 3-0-2, while the Rangers on the road are 2-3-2. And Canyon on the attack early. This is Martinez. Looking for an angle there on the outside, but cut off by the Ranger defender. And no shot there for Canyon. Defended well by Tyler Van Fossen for Smithson Valley. Again, the Cougars won the earlier match this year, January 29th, about a month ago, at Smithson Valley by a score of 3-1. And Martinez had an assist, or had a goal rather, in that win over the Rangers. This might be a shot for the Cougars, and no, the infractions against Canyon, they're going to get Guerin for being offsides. And this after he appeared to have a really good look at it too. An angle there against the Smithson Valley goalie tonight, Andrew Kelly. It's been about a 3-goalie rotation this year for second-year head coach Eric Nichols between Kelly, Micah Jenkins, and Ian Lohaus. Kelly wearing the black shirt tonight for Smithson Valley. Split time with Jenkins in goal on Friday in the loss against Clemens. Had 5 saves, but did surrender a goal. On the free kick, off the foot of Brett Dildy. No clean shot there for Smithson Valley. And again, in net tonight wearing the green for Canyon is Gio Lopez, a sophomore, who again has started the last 2 matches for Canyon. playing all but 20 minutes during that time. He played 50 of the 80 minutes against Smithson Valley last month and recorded 6 saves. And big shoes to fill at the goalie position this year for Canyon. Omar Tinihiro Gomez, who was in net the past couple of seasons, named All-State last year. So while the Cougars have veteran scorers back from 2018, not so much in goal. A combination this year between Lopez and Grayson Ramberg. Canyon playing for its first shot of the game. Cut off by Smithson Valley. Canyon trying to remain on the attack in pursuit for the Cougars is Chino Acosta. And now a free kick coming up for the Cougars. And this is Martinez, flanked to his left by Luis Florian. And there's a pass out towards the far side that gets over the head of everybody. And Smithson Valley will toss it back in. Pass out towards midfield. In pursuit there for the Cougars was Jalen Vasquez, a senior. Had an assist in the 3-3 match against New Braunfels on Friday. Funny thing, the Cougars playing the Unicorns twice this season. And the match this past Friday opened the second half of district play. So 2 meetings against the Unicorns, no winners. The district opener was a 1-1 tie. 160 minutes and nothing decided in 2019 on the soccer field between Canyon and New Braunfels as that shot just goes awry. It's wide of the target there for Smithson Valley. Last shot attempt for the Rangers courtesy of the sophomore Devin Yochum. He and his brother Mitch on the team together. And this is Zarik Udatia. The pass up along the near side to Josiah Douglas. Now back towards center. Sent away by the Canyon defender, Noah Richardson. A little more than 5 minutes in. No score here between Smithson Valley and Canyon. Cougars riding a 10-match unbeaten streak. The Rangers have lost 2 straight. Boy, and Martinez there had a beat on the Ranger defender, Von Fossen, but able to get it back. Martinez named All-Region as a junior back in 2018. Has it here from about 35 yards out. Finds a teammate, Florian. Florian, the left-footed kick is knocked away by the diving Andrew Kelly. What a save there. Trying to sneak that one inside the left post, but Kelly able to reach out and keep it a scoreless affair. The game's first corner kick is a pass to Florian. Back towards center. Here's a shot deflected by Smithson Valley. Good defensive position there by Udatia. Cougars get it back. There's a shot scooped up by Kelly again. Out towards center pitch. Rangers trying to get back on the attack. As an attacker to the outside for the Rangers, this is Douglas. Bracketed by 3 red shirts, Canyon defenders, and the whistles against Smithson Valley. Well played by Owen Fiegler of the Cougars. Just got right in position there. And then a Little late kick on the part of Douglas with Florian defending. Gave the Cougars back possession. Nice pass up ahead to Guerin. Well, the Rangers had 6 defenders back with 3 attackers in the 18-yard box for Canyon. Taken away by Acosta. Now Martinez from 30 yards out. Centering pass, nobody home for the Cougars. A little more than 8 minutes in. No score here from Cougar Stadium. Canyon, 1 goal shy of 40 this season, averaging 2.5 per match so far this year. Smithson Valley, only 30 goals. And last year, the Rangers, en route to a 15-win season, scored about 3 goals a match. A team that made the 3rd round of the playoffs in 2018. Wins over Warren and Johnson. That playoff appearance was the first in 2 years for Smithson Valley. And the first time winning twice in the postseason in more than 25 years. And the Rangers were able to make that playoff run as the 4th and final playoff team out of the 27 6A district. Free kick here for the Rangers, a little more than 40 yards away. Pass inside the 18-yard box, kept alive by Smithson Valley. Tracked down by Douglas, but looking for the teammate, and that was Yochum. Pass offline, and the Cougars get it back. Martinez out of the open field, trying to get by Dildy. Pass to Florian. Again, had a really good shot earlier, but was denied by Kelly on the save. Douglas trying to get it away from Florian. But Guerin kept it alive. Centering pass here to Martinez. No shot. Over at Ranger Stadium tonight, the girls are playing between New Braunfels and Smithson Valley. Canyon girls right now sitting at 11-3-3 this year. They're 5-3-0 in 26 6A play. And they've won 5 straight, including a 2-0 win over New Braunfels here at Cougar Stadium on Friday. No shot here for the Rangers. And now Douglas for Smithson Valley trying to track it down against Florian. And Smithson Valley will get it back. The last shot, never really a good look there for Crowley. We're in the orange shoes tonight for Smithson Valley, as Yochum throws it in. A lot of traffic headed away by Nathan Heyman. Again, starting tonight in place of Caleb McDearman. Cougars dealing with some injuries as we approach the final stretch of the regular season. And McDearman, one of the casualties, at least for tonight's match. Pass to Guerin, too far out in front. And that will take Kelly out of the 6-yard box. Offside's a call, the pass from Douglas. Canyon gets it back. I mentioned the Cougarettes in their red-hot play as of late. During this 5-match winning streak, they have outscored their opponents 21-1. 4-0 over East Central, 8-0 over Judson, 4-1 over Steele, 3-0 over San Marcos, and again the 2-0 win over to Braunfels on Friday. This after the Cougarettes started district play 0-3. But now they climbed all the way into a tie for second place in the 26-6A standings, a 3-way tie with Canyon, New Braunfels, and Steele, all chasing Clemens. The Buffalo Girls 7-0-1. Free kick more than 60 yards out. Here's Guerin able to get it up ahead to a teammate. This is Martinez. Now the Cougars a chance to throw in here. Just outside the 18-yard box, this is Martinez. Dangerous pass there if you're Andrew Kelly, but able to snatch it out of the air. And no shot there for the Cougars. Up along the near side. But a tee for Smithson Valley. There's that slide tackle, and this is a yellow card that will be charged to Jalen Vasquez. And the free kick comes 30 yards out. The veteran Zarek Odatia, a third-year varsity player, tees it up. Gio Lopez awaits in net. There's the whistle. Here's the shot. Lopez was taken out of position. The Rangers had a shot there, but the header just missed wide. Oh, look at that one again. Actually, it appeared that Lopez got the right hand up to make that save. Not an official shot there. In pursuit was Dane Morris for Smithson Valley, who was an inch away from giving the Rangers a 1-0 lead. But now a corner kick here for the visitors from Smithson Valley. Or no. Change the call, give it back to Canyon. 15 minutes in, still no score. The previous two seasons, these two teams splitting the season series, the home team winning all 4 games. But again, the road team won in the match last month, January 29th, a 3-1 Canyon win over the Rangers. Martinez again. Into traffic. And Smithson Valley gets it back. Up along the far side of the pitch. Taking it back towards center. Florian tracks it down for Canyon. And on the other end, the Rangers throw it in again. Guerin there on the pass looking for Martinez. Rangers playing well defensively in position. It's been a good Ranger defense this year despite the offensive struggles. They have posted 5 shutouts this year, and during one 3-game stretch had consecutive shutouts and wins over East Central, Judson, and Steele. Martinez a throw in for Guerin. Cougars looking for the corner, won't get it. That was last touched by Canyon. Smithson Valley gets it back as we approach the halfway point of the first half, and still no score here from Cougar Stadium, where Canyon won't play again until March the 8th against Judson. Their next 2 matches on the road against Clemens this Friday and next Tuesday at East Central. And again, remember, the Cougars and Buffaloes are currently tied for first in the standings, each team with 18 points so far through the first 8 district matches. Guerin trying to wrestle it away from Smithson Valley, but can't. Go to Tia for the Rangers. Up along the near side, just outside the box, taken away by Florian of Canyon. Very active so far tonight for the Cougars. That play broken up nicely there by Smithson Valley. And Odatia not expecting the pass to come his way. Late tracking it down following a good defensive play and pass from Van Fossen. Play stop for Smithson Valley for a substitution, as Crowley will come out of the match for Smithson Valley. In his place, Danny McKeague, one of 3 freshmen on the team for the Rangers. The Cougars have just one, Noah Richardson. Oh, nice pass there from Florian to Martinez, looking for Guerin. Not quite in position for that pass. Kept alive by the Canyon attackers. That was Aaron Meza. And the possession continues for the Cougars, but all the way back towards midfield. Off-angle pass taken away by Smithson Valley, but kept alive by the Cougars about 40 yards out. And now past the halfway point, still 0-0. Nice move in the open field there for the Cougars. That was Christian Wedgwood, the junior, able to take it away, but the Rangers get it back towards center, sent away momentarily by Fiegler. Here comes Canyon. This is Guerin. Martinez just missed it. And they'll get Martinez on the trip there. Well, again, you're watching Canyon Soccer on the Cougars Network. We have more Cougar athletic action coming up. The Canyon softball team will play April the 12th at 7 o'clock against the Judson Rockets in 26-6A action. And then 6 days later, Coach Cale's baseball team will take the field for another district game as they take on San Marcos on April the 18th. Also set for a 7 o'clock start on the Cougars network. Beg your pardon. Canyon baseball hosting San Marcos. And then coming up later in June the 1st, it is the 2019 graduation ceremony for Canyon High School from San Marcos on the campus of Texas State University. They're in newly renovated Strand Arena. For more information, go online at cougarsnetwork.com. And that again, talking about Canyon baseball, the Cougars out to a 3-2 start this season. And they're going to host a big tournament coming up this weekend, which starts on Thursday, the Comal ISD tournament. Cougars playing teams such as San Antonio O'Connor, Seguin, Madison, Fredericksburg, and more. And they will open district play a week from tonight against rival New Braunfels on the road, not far from here at Unicorn Field. Brought up Coach Chad Cale's name, the longtime head coach at Smithson Valley High School. Longtime rivalry between the Cougars and Rangers in all sports to include baseball. Well, this year the Cougars will take on the Rangers twice this season. The first meeting set for March the 14th here at Canyon High School. In pursuit there for the Cougars, Luke Suarez-Peya. And now a chance to throw it in, but again we'll hand off those duties to Jake Martinez, who has held this role all night long. And too much on that Martinez pass. We are 24 minutes in now. And still scoreless. And not many shot attempts either in this one. There was a great save made by Kelly in the black for Smithson Valley on a shot from Florian just inside the left post. Not many great looks tonight for the Rangers on the other end. The sophomore in goal for the Cougars, Gio Lopez, not very busy so far tonight. We have seen a yellow card administered in this game against Jalen Vasquez, a senior for Canyon. And now the free kick here from Van Fossen, 60 yards out. Nice pass. Everybody lost track of the ball, though. Finally discovered by Fiegler. With the ball taken back towards center. Kind of a risky pass there to Kelly with Elias Tavera, the Cougars' fourth leading goal scorer, not far behind. Good box out there by Fiegler against the oncoming Ranger player, McKeague. And back and forth we go in this scoreless affair. Taken away by Udatia, but none of his attackers able to get out in front enough, with Lopez able to scoop it away for Canyon. I mentioned the fact that the girls are playing each other between these two schools, Smithson Valley Canyon at Ranger Stadium tonight. The Cougars lost to Smithson Valley earlier this season here at home by a score of 2-1, and that's a shot, that's a score for Canyon. And just like that, the action is picked up here at Cougar Stadium, a 1-0 lead. Fiegler the pass, Martinez the goal, his second against Canyon, or against Smithson Valley rather, this season. And Fiegler the sophomore with his third assist. So Jake Martinez, his 12th goal of the season. And the Cougars strike first. And Martinez has it again. Mark it down the 13:24 mark of the first half, and maybe looking for more. This is Guerin, able to take it away for a moment, trying to stay with it. Rangers get it back. Cougars on top 1-0. The Jake Martinez goal, a dozen now on the year. And Fiegler the assist, his third. Again, the Cougars, the only team left unbeaten in 26-6A play, 5-0-3, and unbeaten over the past 10 matches overall. Have not lost since January the 11th against Rod Rock Cedar Ridge. To give you an idea just how long ago that was, the NFL playoffs were entering their second week. And out to a strong defensive start tonight, looking for more offense here. What a move. There's a shot, and just offline. That ball almost snuck inside the left post, with Kelly out of position. Rangers playing for the equalizer here as we come up on the final 11 minutes of the first half. Three attackers out front for the Rangers. Smithson Valley looking for a centering pass there, but Wedgwood not giving the Rangers that passing lane. On top of the lack of shots, there's yet to be a corner kick, rather, for the Rangers this evening as well. They have not spent a lot of time on this end of the pitch. This might be a shot. Instead, defended very well by Kyle Jernigan, the sophomore, whose brother Ryan was an all-region player last year for Canyon. Lopez sends it away, more than 50 yards in the air. Guerin trying to track it down. Rangers get it back. Back towards center. 3 attackers hovering right around the 18-yard box here for Smithson Valley. Won't get a chance. Again, this is a very tough Cougar team to score against. They've only surrendered 17 goals this season, a shade over 1 per game. But they've only posted 4 shutouts this year and only 1 in 26-6A play. Great footwork out there in the open field, but results in Smithson Valley possession. Despite the impressive footwork there from Elias Tavera. Mentioned the lack of shutouts for Canyon, yet they're shutting out Smithson Valley more than a half hour into the match. And this with Lopez only having to record 1 save. Lopez here comes out of the 6-yard box. And able to pick it up without much pressure from the Ranger attackers. That throw-in got over the head of Colton Adkins, a sophomore who's the Rangers' top goal scorer this year. Has it now. Pass up along to Crowley is deflected by Canyon. Here is Adkins. And dribbled it right to a defender, Jernigan. Pass up along the far side, unable to keep it alive is Smithson Valley. Not generating much offense here tonight. Inside of 7 minutes to go in a 1-0 game. The Cougars scoring the lone goal of the match at the 13:24 mark of the first half. Hit in by Jake Martinez on the assist from Fiegler. Two attackers out in front inside the box for Smithson Valley. No shot though as Fiegler makes a defensive play. And back come the Cougars looking for more. Slide tackle that time against Odatia, and the whistle and a free kick here for the Cougars as he takes down Jalen Vasquez. Nice pass from Fiegler. There's a header that goes over the cross. And Andrew Kelly that time not asked to make a save. Has made a couple tonight, but saw the one get by him earlier on the Martinez goal. As we come up on 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here is Martinez weaving around 3 defenders. And another. Pass up ahead to Martinez. Another shot here for Martinez. No, may have been a deflected shot or a pass up along to Isaac Hawkins. Either way, Kelly comes away with it for Smithson Valley. But what a match it's been so far for the sophomore Owen Fiegler. Saw him make another defensive play there for Canyon. Action along the far side. This is Florian for the Cougars. Defender there occupied the passing lane for Smithson Valley. And the free kick with 3:30 to go. Adkins for the Rangers. Pass. No shot. Kept alive by Smithson Valley. Inside the box. When the Rangers there may have had some opportunities to make Gio Lopez work some. In net. Again, you see Adkins the pass. His teammate, though, Crowley not quite ready for it. And then another good pass from Alex Franz, but again, Smithson Valley not in position for a shot. And that trip into the attacking third results in not much there for Smithson Valley. Looking to generate something here in the final 2 minutes. The final 100 seconds now, and this is a dangerous play for Kelly. Able to dive out in front of it before Hawkins could get there. And now the final minute. Just too many Cougar defenders back, with Smithson Valley trying to get something going offensively. Canyon remains well positioned on that side of the pitch as they've been all night. This might be another shot here for Canyon. In pursuit, Vasquez. As we hit the final 30 seconds now. Here's Atkins. Back towards midfield. And outside the box, the Ranger attacker, Yochum, boxed out there by Fiegler. And a Jake Martinez goal at the 13:24 mark of the first half. The only scoring in this one, but so far for the Cougars, that's been enough. Your score at the end of the first 40, Canyon 1, Smithson Valley 0. You're watching Canyon High School Soccer on the Cougars Network.
With university admission competition at its peak and demand in the workplace for the best and brightest young talent, the time is now to give our students the edge at Comal ISD. And that edge is Memorial Early College High School. matter where you reside in Comal ISD, MEX will help accelerate your learning and prepare you for a lifetime of success. You have a choice to make your high school experience fit you and your way of learning. Through a unique relationship with St. Philip's College, you can earn an associate's degree of arts. That's 2 years of college for free while you are still in high school. MEX offers a combination of regular and dual credit courses taught right here by instructors that have master's degrees. Learn in a hands-on collaborative way at MEX. Research, explore, problem solve, and build long-lasting relationships with driven, focused, and great students like yourself. Our campus is unique with many opportunities to get involved in school spirit. Our many clubs, academic UIL, sports, community, and leadership opportunities will have you screaming with eagle pride and soaring to new heights of excellence. Explore your options with Comal ISD. Explore Memorial Early College High School today.
Flipping houses in Chicago it's a gamble.
The budgets could spiral out of control.
It's already kind of spiraled. A profit like that is worth the gamble. So we are all in.
How am I gonna get a railing in 2 weeks?
This job's gonna kill me.
All new Windy City Rehab, Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, channel 578.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
Man, the kids this year, they really know what they're doing.
This is the most exciting part of my life.
This is incredible.
Thank you.
Looks like a professional baker made this.
All new Kids Baking Championship, Monday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563. Do you know what's perfect? Wick Productions teaming up with the Canyon Cougars. No kidding! We take pause when we hear you cheer for replays on the scoreboard. And we love the feline we get when you visit CougarsNetwork.com. Don't forget to subscribe, right? Meow. Isn't that right? What? Cat got your tongue? I mew it.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
The Big Ten.
At the half, Canyon on top of rivals Smithson Valley 1-0. Our only goal of the match scored by Jake Martinez at the 13:24 mark of the first half on an assist from the sophomore Owen Fiegler, his third this year from Martinez, his 12th goal of the 2019 season, and the Cougars are now 20 minutes away from an 11-match unbeaten streak and staying perfect in 26-6A play. Second half action coming up next right here on the Cougars Network.
Flipping houses in Chicago it's a gamble.
The budgets can spiral out of control.
It's already kind of spiraled. A profit like that is worth the gamble. So we are all in.
How am I gonna get a railing in 2 weeks?
This job's gonna kill me.
All new Windy City Rehab, Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, channel 578.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
Man, the kids this year, they really know what they're doing.
This is the most exciting part of my life.
This is incredible.
Thank you. Looks like a professional baker made this.
All new Kids Baking Championship, Monday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
Do you know what's perfect? Wick Productions teaming up with the Canyon Cougars. No kidding! We take pause when we hear you cheer for replays on the scoreboard. And we love the feline we get when you visit CougarsNetwork.com. Don't forget to subscribe, right? Meow. Isn't that right? What? Cat got your tongue? I mew it.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
And welcome back to Cougar Stadium, a 1-0 Canyon lead heading into the start of the second half. Again, the Cougars have gone unbeaten over the past 10 matches, and the only 26-6A team without a loss. They're 5-0-3, while the visiting Rangers trying to snap a 2-match losing streak on the wrong end of 4-0 scores over their past two affairs against New Braunfels and most recently against Clemens. And you see there Jake Martinez, the number 10 for the Cougars, the only match or the only goal of the match scored at the 13:24 mark of the first half on the assist from the sophomore Owen Fiegler. And another goal in the second half for the Cougars might seal the deal. In their 8 multi-goal games this year, they're undefeated, 7-0-2 this season. But when scoring less, the Cougars are vulnerable, 1-2-4, their record here in 2019. And now we switch sides here to start the second half. The Rangers attack the goal to your left, and the Cougars the goal to your right. And early on here in the second half, a throw-in just outside the 18-yard box for Martinez. Right into Guerin. Hawkins in pursuit there for the Cougars, but the Rangers send it away. Again, Smithson Valley losers of 2 straight. They did lose 3 in a row at one point this year. Dropped their final game of non-district play against San Antonio Lee, and then lost their first 2 district matches against Clemens and Canyon. Off the Ranger throw-in, a bouncer easily picked up by the sophomore goalkeeper, Gio Lopez. Had a really good save in the first half for Canyon on a near header attempt for Smithson Valley. That came following a free kick after a yellow card was administered to the Cougars. But Lopez able to make the play. Had 6 saves against the Rangers in the matchup last month. And while Smithson Valley is coming off those 2 consecutive losses, the Cougars coming off that tie against New Braunfels on Friday. A team that has not tasted defeat since January the 11th. And a strong defensive first half. Not many shots on goal for the Rangers on top of the shutout on the scoreboard. Here's Hawkins back towards center. Off the Vasquez deflection, kept alive by Guerin. That pass just beyond the right-footed reach of Isaac Hawkins, and Smithson Valley will breathe a sigh of relief and get it back. Well, look at that pass again. Just a dart. A little far too out in front of Hawkins. And now the free kick coming from Heyman. 8 goals on the year for the junior. Good pass into traffic. Kelly comes out of the box for Smithson Valley. And a Ranger is down. That's Jonathan Diaz. But able to get up and shake it off. More on Heyman for the Cougars. Haven't called his name a lot tonight, but that was not the case in the win over the Rangers back on January 29th. Scored twice in that 3-1 Canyon win. One of 2 multi-goal games on the year for Heyman. In fact, 5 of his 8 goals have come in 26-6A play and has scored in 4 of the first 8 district games. Not heavily involved so far tonight. Action along the far side here for the Cougars. Well defended there by Douglas of Smithson Valley. Here's Guerin in pursuit for the Cougars. On the topic of really good goal scorers outside of Martinez, Guerin 9 goals on the year, second of the team. 5 goals over the past 3 matches. 2 goals each in wins over Steele and San Marcos. Off the deflection, the shot goes over the cross for Chino Acosta. That ball ricocheted off of Heyman, as you saw that there. Kelly in position to make a save, but that ball had a little less on it and went under the crossbar. Nevertheless, it remains a 1-0 Canyon lead. More than 5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Martinez to Guerin. Back to Martinez, who was not expecting it. And the Rangers in the white attack the other way. Up along the near side. Nice defensive play there by Vasquez of the Cougars, breaking up that Smithson Valley momentum. Centering pass ricochets back to a Ranger attacker. But the Cougars got back defensively. Hawkins trying to wrestle it away, but coming back with it is Morris for Smithson Valley. And it was cut off there near the back line by Heyman. And this will result in a corner for the Rangers. Not many of these tonight for Smithson Valley. But Atia with a pass. And that corner does not result in a shot for the Rangers. Again, the only goal scored in the first half with 13:42 remaining by Jake Martinez off the assist from Fiegler. That's it tonight on the scoreboard. Canyon, a little more than 32 minutes away from perhaps posting its 5th shutout of the year and just its 2nd in 26-6A play. A handful of the Cougars matches have come down to the wire. 4 decided by a single goal. The Cougars record 2-2 in those games. And clinging to a 1-goal lead right now. Canyon again back defensively. Nothing materializes there for Smithson Valley. Florian trying to push the ball into the attacking third here for the Cougars. Pass from Martinez, cut off, saved by Hawkins. Vasquez has his shot sent away, kept alive by the Cougars. And the Rangers able to knock it out of the 18-yard box in the attacking third. But Canyon trying to stay on the offensive. Instead, the Rangers will throw it back in. Odatia with the pass. Lopez plays it well, though, and does not give Adkins an angle. Again, the sophomore Colton Adkins, the top scorer for the Rangers this year. 8 scored in 2019, scored Smithson Valley's lone goal against the Cougars last month. Has really come on strong in 26-6A play. In fact, half of his goals have come since district play started, 2 of them, and they went over San Marcos. There's Vasquez for the Cougars. Off of the shoulder of Douglas. Florian now for Canyon. That may have been a pass intended for Guerin, but Kelly in position to make the pickup there for Smithson Valley. And now 10 minutes gone by, second half, still a 1-0 affair. That was our score at the break. Hawkins, high arcing pass towards Martinez. Flooring off the deflection. And Guerin keeps it alive. Nice footwork there by Florian. Pass from Martinez. Also had Hawkins in the area. Action along the far side here for Smithson Valley. But thwarted again by this Canyon defense. Has been great all night. And that pass not even close from Dildy. Brought up Canyon baseball earlier, looking at the softball team. They're 10-3 this year. And in fact, playing their 26-6A opener tonight against rival New Braunfels. The Cougarettes just playing in the Round Rock ISD tournament to close out non-district play. Last game was a 14-2 win over Austin Bowie. Great Canyon softball program headed up by Kevin Randall. One of the great teams in the state and nationally a year ago. A run of the UIL state tournament. A team that boasted several Division I players. And expecting great things again here in 2019. Nearly 13 minutes into the second half, still a 1-0 Canyon lead on the goal by Martinez late in the first half. Martinez right now waiting inside the 18-yard box for Canyon, looking for a pass to come his way. Instead, the Ranger defense is back. And the pass for Atkins, too far out in front. But Lopez again coming out of his 6-yard box to pick it up. Brought this up earlier. Big shoes to fill this year for Lopez and for Grayson Ramberg in goal this year for Canyon. Shoes left behind by Omar Tidahiro Gomez, the All-State goalkeeper from a year ago. Despite the loss in net, a lot back offensively for the Cougars, namely Martinez. For the Rangers, though, a different story. For those who haven't followed Smithson Valley this year, the team won 15 games a year ago, had 3 tremendous goal scorers. Luis Green, Nathaniel Diaz, and Noel Perez. Smithson Valley scored 71 goals last year. Those 3 scored 56. The top returning goal scorers, Carlos Castro and Troy Crowley, 2 goals apiece last season. So a lot of production to replace for second-year head coach Eric Nichols, already 22 wins in 2 seasons at Smithson Valley, and came to the Ranger program from Atascocita High School, where he coached the girls soccer program and guided Atascocita to the playoffs 7 times in 9 years. And the Rangers last year, in his first season, winning twice in the playoffs for the first time in more than 2 decades. And meanwhile, on the other sideline for the Cougars, longtime Canyon head coach Rob Rush, 22nd season, 296 wins at Canyon. Not long ago was inducted into the Texas Association of Soccer Coaches Hall of Honor, also known as TASCO. And he's taken the Cougar program to the playoffs 18 times in his first 21 seasons. And the Cougars well on their way to making it a 19th appearance under his watch. Currently tied for first place in the 26-6A standings with Clemens. Both teams 18 points, but again, not far behind New Braunfels, 17 points. And Smithson Valley is tied with San Marcos with 12 points for fourth. So you figure that fourth and final playoff spot will come down to the Rangers and Rattlers, as it appears Steele, Judson, and East Central are well far behind in the standings. In fact, East Central, the only winless team in 26-6A. And Smithson Valley will host the Hornets on Friday. There's a shot off the crossbar. Oh, the Cougars catch a break there on a great shot by the Rangers. Smithson Valley trying to keep it on the attacking third, but can't. If that ball had been an inch, maybe half an inch lower, it's a 1-1 game. A couple of close calls tonight for Lopez in net for Canyon. Although one could argue that had that ball been a half inch lower, maybe Lopez's fingertips would have been in position to make the save. A lot of what ifs there for Smithson Valley, but the fact remains it is a 1-0 Canyon lead. And brought up Smithson Valley's opponent on Friday. And of the Rangers' final 5 games, 3 will come at home, to include the 2019 finale against New Braunfels. A Unicorn team which just beat the Rangers 2 Fridays ago 4-0. After that, last Friday, another 4-0 loss for Smithson Valley. And right now down 1-0 as we approach the halfway point of the second half. The Rangers have been shut out 6 times this season overall, 3 times in 26-6A play. After a Smithson Valley substitution, we play on. With the Cougars on top, 1-0. A Canyon team which has not lost at home this year, 3-0-2 this season. So the Cougars today playing for several milestones to remain unbeaten at home in district play. Keep this unbeaten streak intact as well overall. 10 matches in a row without a loss for the Cougars coming into tonight. And for a season series sweep over the Rangers, having earned a split with Smithson Valley over the past couple of years. 3-1 winners over the rival Rangers last month. So it's been about 140 minutes of on-field action for Smithson Valley against this Canyon defense and against the goalkeeping of Gio Lopez. And only one goal to show for it. Martinez on the throw-in for Canyon. Right inside the box for Guerin. Pass up along the near side of the orange shoes of Crowley. But the Rangers cannot maintain possession. Ball continues to ricochet without much direction there. And back comes Smithson Valley moments ago. Inches, maybe centimeters away from tying it. A shot that went off the crossbar. Florian there surrounded for the Cougars. Smithson Valley, good position defensively. As you see, Jernigan send it away for Canyon. A lot of contact there. And this will result in a Smithson Valley corner. Well, look at that again. Fiegler tripped up Casper Magana for Smithson Valley. And now Odatia tries to set up a corner here for Smithson Valley and maybe set up the equalizer. Low trajectory pass there. Ball still in traffic. And the Cougars able to escape outside of the box with possession. And it remains a 1-0 Canyon lead. Again, right now you're watching Cougars soccer here on the Cougars Network as you look at all the traffic involved inside the box. No shot, though, for Smithson Valley. We have more coverage coming up of Canyon Athletics. In April, the Canyon softball team will take on the Judson Rockets in 26-6A action. 7 o'clock first pitch from Cougar Field. And then 6 days later, the Canyon baseball team will take on the San Marcos Rattlers also in 26-6A action, also with a 7 o'clock first pitch. And then a little less than 2 months later as the Rangers tie it. This time off the crossbar. It is a 1-1 game. The equalizer coming at the 16:07 mark of the second half. We didn't see much there developing for the Rangers, and all of a sudden, a shot from outside. It would appear to be 30 yards, and it hit the top of the crossbar, and this time went in. That last note, by the way, of upcoming coverage is the June 1st, 2019 graduation ceremony at Canyon High School. A 9 a.m. start here in the Cougars Network. Live coverage from San Marcos at Texas State's Strain Arena. Back to action here in a 1-1 affair. Smithson Valley tying it at the 16:07 mark of the second half. Vasquez with the Cougars. His shot goes right off the mitts of Andrew Kelly. And so the Cougars deny their 5th shutout of the year. And again, only one so far in district play. Meanwhile, the Rangers avoid getting shut out for the 7th time this season. Good pass there on the bouncer for Atkins, but Lopez in position. Inside of 15 minutes to go, and nothing decided. Remember, the Cougars just played to a tie this past Friday against New Braunfels 3-3. That pass went off the back heel of Noah Richardson. And then Smithson Valley whistled for being offsides. Off the chest of Guerin. Guerin gets it back from Suarez Peña. And Vasquez now the throw-in outside the 18-yard box. But the Cougars awarded a substitution first. And checking back in for Canyon is Martinez along with Chino Acosta. Vasquez. Guerin. Off the deflection, Vasquez tracks it back down. And that pass sails behind the goal. And the Rangers will send it back inside of 13 minutes to go. 1-1 game. It was 1-0 Canyon at the break. A Jake Martinez goal at the 13:24 mark of the first half. The Rangers, the equalizer, at the 16:07 mark here of the second. Martinez, who's just re-entered, throwing it back in for Canyon. Strong throwing towards the direction of Guerin. Also in the vicinity was Heyman. Combined 17 goals on the year for Canyon. But no shot for the Cougars, not for the time being. Now it's Hawkins. Awkward pass. But the Cougars again to throw in. This time it's Vasquez. Looking for Guerin. And the Cougars will keep it in the attacking third as we approach 11 minutes to go in a 1-1 game. Martinez looking there for Heyman. And if you're Smithson Valley right now, you've got to make a concerted effort to keep the ball off of this side of the pitch. A lot of pressure applied right now by Canyon and against goalkeeper Andrew Kelly. Hawkins, a centering pass, but Guerin can't track it down. Florian keeps it alive. And will again give way to Martinez here as we hit the final 10 minutes of the second. Back towards the 18-yard box. The Rangers having troubles punching it out of there. Guerin to Hawkins. There is a Cougar down, and the whistle blows, and that's Nathan Heyman. The junior who again scored twice against Smithson Valley last month, on his back right now. And with the injury stoppage, the clock freezes at 9:11 officially to go in the second half. Again, the only scoring in this game for Canyon, courtesy of Jake Martinez at the 13:24 mark of the first half. The assist courtesy of Owen Fiegler. And the Rangers able to tie it on a shot that went off the crossbar and in at the 16:07 mark of the second half. As Heyman slowly walks off for Canyon. And once play resumes, it will do so with officially 9:11 to go in the second. In this match a year ago here at Cougar Stadium, a tight one that was won by Canyon 4-3. The Cougars got the game winner inside of a minute to go. These two have typically played very competitive down-to-the-wire matches over the years, despite the records for either team. But both usually pretty good. Long-time Comal ISD rivalry, all sports. And Canyon tonight going for a season series sweep. Vasquez sends that high into the air. As we now hit the 8-minute mark in a 1-1 game. Although the Rangers tied it less than 10 minutes to go, we've seen a lot more pressure applied by the Cougars. Can Smithson Valley respond here and apply some pressure of their own against a sophomore goalkeeper, Gio Lopez? This might do it. That's a shot. That's a score. The Rangers apply that pressure, but more importantly, they take the lead. Just inside the left post. Smithson Valley takes a 2-1 lead. And it comes the 7:35 mark of the second half. The goal scorer was Troy Crowley. Gets a warm welcome on his way back to the Ranger bench. Crowley with his first goal of the season, and what a time for it. A Canyon which appeared to have been in control for the first 50-plus minutes of this match, now is 7 minutes away from suffering its first loss since January the 11th, and more importantly, the first one in 26 6A play, unless they can recover. Smithson Valley again trying to apply more pressure. That time Lopez able to make the play with 6:45 to go and a 2-1 Ranger lead. Attackers out in front, flanking other side of Vasquez. Looking for Florian here along the near side and maybe trying to set up a corner, but the Rangers don't bite. Jonathan Diaz, good job of boxing out Florian, preventing the corner from happening, or a pass from Florian to Guerin, who was coming down along the center pitch. And the Rangers' lead stays intact at 2-1. Again, the past 2 years, the home team won all 4 games, so the Rangers trying to win on the road, as the Cougars did earlier this season. Guerin for Martinez. Has it taken away by Douglas. Martinez is down. No whistle, though. And back comes Smithson Valley. Inside of 5 minutes to go in a 2-1 game. A pass to center. Fiegler couldn't track it down for the Cougars. Douglas the pass. No shot there for Atkins. Lopez sends it away. Up ahead to Guerin. At midfield. Cougars down 2-1 with 4 minutes to go. Vasquez, free kick. Martinez, the shot, and a save by Kelly. In perfect position there for Smithson Valley. The senior Andrew Kelly. As it first go off his chest, able to dive on the ball afterwards and keep the Cougars from getting a ricochet shot. As we approach the final 3 minutes, and Smithson Valley now trying to hang on. Down 1-0 for the first 63 minutes and 53 seconds of this game. Now on top 2-1. Vasquez, the pass, the shot, misses wide. Tristan Guerin on the header attempt on a great pass from Vasquez. Or no, not the header. Leaping kick there for Guerin. Just off target. With 2:30 left. Will the Troy Crowley goal with 7:35 to go for Smithson Valley be enough? Maybe looking for more. Here's a shot. There's a goal. Colton Adkins, his 9th goal of the season. What a pass from Odatia as well. And the Rangers now pulling away with 2:12 to go. A Ranger team which has struggled offensively this season. Just 30 goals through their first 18 matches of the year. Coming off back-to-back shutout losses against Clemens and New Braunfels, a 3 spot against one of the better defensive teams in 26-6A tonight. And meanwhile, this a kind of a troublesome trend if you're Canyon. Back-to-back games allowing 3 goals. But they were able to score 3 times against New Braunfels on Friday, playing the Unicorns to a tie. They need 2 in the final 100 seconds of this one. Good play by Douglas. A lot of players here spilling over in that last sequence. But everybody bouncing up on this brisk Tuesday night here in late February. Again, the temperatures in the mid to upper 60s at kickoff. Beautiful night for soccer. A beautiful start for Canyon. Built a 1-0 halftime lead. The Rangers 3 goals over the final 16 minutes and 7 seconds of this one. Maybe looking for more. The shot there goes over the crossbar as the final seconds tick away. And that will officially do it. For the first time in more than 5 weeks, the Canyon Cougars suffer defeat as Smithson Valley ends a 2-match losing streak. Final score tonight from Cougar Stadium, Rangers 3, Cougars 1. We're back to wrap things up with the Cougars Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, Frost Bank, Nissan of New Braunfels, Wick Productions, Ashley, Zaxby's, and Texas Tractor Country.
And welcome back to Cougar Stadium. Final score tonight, Smithson Valley 3, Canyon 1. The Cougars led 1-0 at halftime. It remained a 1-0 affair until the 16:07 mark of the second half when the Rangers got the equalizer. And less than 10 minutes later, At the 7:35 mark in the second half, it was Troy Crowley, the sophomore, with his first goal of the season, the game winner for the Rangers, who then put the game away 5 minutes later at the 2:12 mark. A goal by Colton Atkins to make it a 3-1 game, and the Rangers pick up their 5th 26-6A win of the year, while the Cougars suffer their first district loss. On behalf of our entire Cougars Network crew, I'm Brant Freeman saying good night from Cougar Stadium.